If you're afraid of accidentally deleting or overwriting something stored in an S3 bucket, you can enable S3 versioning. When versioning is enabled, every object write operation creates a new version with a unique version ID. So, as an example right here, let's say we have versioning enabled on a bucket, and we upload a file called projectplan.docx. So, say we use the command line of this command here. First time we upload it, we'll get a version ID of ABC123. Now let's say we change this file locally and upload it again. Now we'll get a new version right here, DEF456, but we will still have this one here in history or in our bucket. So the old version is still preserved. And now let's say that this file, projectplan.docx, gets accidentally overwritten with bad content or someone deletes it. Well, what we could do is just restore a previous version. So as an example command, we could do something along the lines of AWS S3 API, and we could just copy the source from our bucket with the desired version ID. And of course, you can use the AWS UI to do all this as well. But what this would essentially do is restore the original project plan docx file. So basically, when versioning is enabled on an S3 bucket, think of uploading a file as building history. Each upload is preserved and recoverable. And this is very important for mistake recovery and also compliance and audits. And to show how easy this is, and I believe this is actually a deprecated way of doing it, but all you would have to do is say in Terraform, if you're not using the AWS UI, is you would just have to set versioning enabled to true on an S3 bucket. And now any object uploaded to this bucket will automatically retain previous versions. And so there are of course downsides to this though, and these would be you would increase your storage costs. So all versions are retained unless explicitly deleted. If you overwrite large files frequently, your storage costs can then grow significantly. Of course, this will also lead to a complexity in object management. So applications may need to handle version IDs if they interact with multiple versions of the same object. And then be wary that deletion doesn't always mean deletion. So if you delete an object, S3 places a delete marker over it. So older versions still exist unless you delete them explicitly. I want to thank you for liking and subscribing. Check out my courses in the description, and take it easy.